Helene Cixous's Neutre, translated by Burden, is an exploration of the concept of neutrality, a theme that resonates deeply within her broader philosophical and literary oeuvre. In Neutre, she delves into the idea of the neutral as a space of possibility, a realm beyond binary oppositions and fixed identities. This work is not merely an academic treatise, but a lyrical meditation on the potential of the neutral to disrupt conventional hierarchies and open up new ways of being and thinking. The neutral, as Cixous conceives it, is not a passive or indifferent state, but an active and dynamic force. It is a space where opposites coexist without cancelling each other out, where contradictions are embraced rather than resolved. This concept challenges the traditional Western philosophical reliance on binary logic, which tends to categorize the world into mutually exclusive pairs, male-femme-other, subject-object. Cixous argues that such binaries are not only limiting but also oppressive, as they enforce rigid structures of power and identity. The neutral, in contrast, offers a way to escape these constraints by inhabiting a space of ambiguity and fluidity. One of the key themes in Neutre is the relationship between the neutral and writing. For Cixous, writing is not merely a tool for communication, but a means of exploring and creating new realities. She describes writing as a process of coming to the neutral, a journey into the unknown, where the writer must relinquish control and allow the text to unfold in its own way. This approach to writing is deeply influenced by Cixous's engagement with psychoanalysis, particularly the work of Jacques Lacan and Sigmund Freud. She sees writing as a form of unconscious expression, a way to tap into the hidden depths of the psyche and bring forth what has been repressed or marginalized. In Neutre, Cixous also reflects on the role of the neutral in relation to gender and sexuality. As a prominent figure in feminist theory, she has long been critical of the patriarchal structures that define and confine women's identities. The neutral, in this context, becomes a way to imagine a world beyond gender binaries, where individuals are free to define themselves outside of traditional categories. Cixous's vision of the neutral is not a denial of difference, but a celebration of it, a recognition that difference is not something to be feared or suppressed, but a source of richness and creativity. The concept of the neutral also has important implications for Cixous's understanding of politics and ethics. In a world increasingly divided by conflict and inequality, the neutral offers a way to think beyond the us-them mentality that often dominates political discourse. It is a call to embrace complexity and nuance, to resist the temptation to reduce others to simplistic stereotypes or enemies. For Cixous, the neutral is not a retreat from engagement, but a deeper form of commitment, one that requires us to confront the uncomfortable truths of our own complicity in systems of oppression, and to imagine new ways of living together. Throughout Neutre, Cixous's writing is characterized by its poetic intensity and philosophical depth. She weaves together personal anecdotes, literary references, and theoretical insights to create a text that is both intimate and universal. Her language is often playful and experimental, challenging readers to think in new ways and to question their assumptions. This style is not merely a reflection of her intellectual commitments, but an embodiment of the neutral itself, a demonstration of how language can be used to disrupt and transform. One of the most striking aspects of Neutre is its emphasis on the importance of the imagination. Cixous believes that the neutral cannot be fully understood or realized through rational analysis alone. It requires a leap of the imagination, a willingness to dream, and to envision what does not yet exist. This is why literature and art play such a central role in her work. They are not mere distractions or embellishments, but essential tools for exploring the possibilities of the neutral and for creating new forms of meaning and connection. In the final sections of Neutre, Cixous turns her attention to the question of how to live in the neutral. She acknowledges that this is not an easy task, as it requires us to let go of the certainties and securities that we often cling to. But she also suggests that the neutral is not something that can be achieved once and for all. It is an ongoing process, a way of being in the world that must be continually renewed and reimagined. This vision of the neutral as a practice, rather than a fixed state, is one of the most powerful and hopeful aspects of her work.